Hey, Fansplash fans! What's going on? It's Jesse Swift. I just got out of the premiere night down at South Center. I just saw The Nun, the newest entry into the Conjuring shared universe. We had Conjuring 1, 2, Annabelle Creation, now we have The Nun. A movie that on principle sounds like it has to be one of the stupidest ideas ever. The trailers look stupid. I thought it looked ridiculous. I thought the premise was dumb. I don't know how many of the Conjuring movies I've actually watched all the way through, but however, that being said, I went and saw the movie by myself because I had a few people bail out on me, but I did get to see it in the beautiful Dolby Theater at South Center, which makes a hell of a difference. When those scares come, and yes, the movie is full of jump scares, sorry for those of you that hate jump scares. They can be a little annoying. Sometimes it's better if they find more creative ways to creep us out or scare us, but there's a lot of jump scares, and I think they're handled pretty well. That being said, but the sound effects and the sound design and everything that you can really truly feel when you go and see it in the Dolby and you got the speakers in your recliners, it's just an unbeatable experience. But anyways, let's get to the movie. Did I like it? How was it? Yes, I enjoyed the movie actually. I thought there was a relatively compelling story, and the important thing is you have three main characters throughout the movie, and I liked all of them to varying degrees, but I didn't think anyone was annoying. I didn't hate any of the characters. I found them all intriguing, and I was willing to follow them through this movie. And this movie, without getting into details, towards the third act actually takes a turn from just being a horror movie and kind of becomes almost an action-adventure movie. At times it felt a little Mummy-esque. If you know, Brendan Fraser, not Tom Cruise. We don't talk about that movie. So that was an interesting turn. There's definitely some creepy stuff, but the movie kind of has its hero's journey. There's a mystery to unveil. There's a lot to really appreciate about it. It's not mind-boggling. It does not change the horror genre. It wasn't a game changer. It's not going to go, like a decade from now, it's not going to go down in history as one of the greatest horror movies of all time. But I liked it. And I think that says a lot. Just liking a horror movie nowadays is a lot of praise. And I'm going to say what I was waiting for, and they didn't do it to me, which I'm very grateful for. This movie didn't shit the bed at the end. I can't tell you how many movies, whether it's Woman in Black, Hereditary, or I can't think of more off the top of my head, but just so many of these horror movies shit the bed at the end, and they build up to a reveal or to a resolution, and it's either boring or nonsensical or just it ruins the rest of the film. This movie had, let's say 90% satisfying ending to it. It kind of leaves the door open to do another Nun if they wanted to. I mean, the demon, the character, obviously we've seen the other movies. It still exists. It's still out there. So I think there's some interesting stuff they could do with it. Overall rating, I would say I'd give the movie probably a strong 7. I don't know if I'd go as high as a 7.5, but enjoyable, worth seeing. If you're gonna see it, try to see it on a big screen with really good sound. I wouldn't go to like Auburn Regal or something like that. I would definitely go somewhere where you can feel the experience. There's cheap scares, I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely some cheap scares in there. Things that seem kind of lazy. However, atmospherically and design-wise and practical effects wise, they did really good. And when they had to use CG, it wasn't bad. It was not the worst I've ever seen. And they got me to do some of those embarrassing, like convulsing like jumps when you get scared and you kick your arms and legs out and everything. I wasn't the only one though. The theater was jumping with me. Everyone was having a good time. You could hear people whispering behind you like, no, don't go in there, don't go in there. Okay, wait. Here's my big critique. That reminds me of my biggest critique of the movie, and I have this with the vast majority of horror movies, is why when something creepy as fuck happens, do you feel the need to follow it? There's like 8 times in this movie where someone like got the shit scared out of them. What do? Hey, who are you? Are you okay? Hey, what's your name? It's the dumbest thing ever. And then of course, something attacks them and jump scares them, and it's cheap and it's stupid, and horror movies need to do better than that. but they all do it. So I'm just, show me somebody intelligent in one of these horror movies. You don't see that too often. I think one of the most intelligent things I've ever seen, kind of gets off topic, but Jeepers Creepers, man. They ran over it, and instead of just expecting it to be dead, they decided to run over the Jeepers Creeper thing like 5 times before they took off. That was one of the most sensical things I've ever seen. Off topic though, The Nun. Story was by James Wan. We know James Wan's doing Aquaman. I think he's continuing to develop not the most groundbreaking franchise, but a franchise that's interesting enough to follow and get excited when a new entry comes out. So, hope you guys are thinking about seeing it. It's not the end of the world if you don't want to see it in theaters. Rent it, Redbox it. I want to know what you guys think, but coming from somebody who's mediocre about horror, I like it. I'm looking forward to Halloween, but I'm kind of indifferent about the genre. Just coming from my perspective, I thought it was enjoyable. So, yeah. That's all I got. 7. Strong 7. Go see it. Tell me what you think. Like I said, nothing new. But I will talk to you guys later. And may the film be with you. Thanks for stopping by. San Diego. I don't know how to end this. So, bear with me. Yes.